Hey y'all, this here's Jonesy, and this here's the F-150. As you can see, it runs! It's alive! Kinda, sorta, but not really. She's got a weak fuel pump, boys. Listen. Oh yeah, listen to that. She's pissed! Fuel pump isn't creating enough volume to keep her running very good. Ran a volume test in 30 seconds. I got maybe 2 ounces of fuel out of the rail. So we're gonna have to put a fuel pump in this old boy. But after a year of sitting here doing nothing, I stuck a battery in the old girl. She fired right up. So that's where we're at on this thing. We're gonna price a fuel pump this week. See if we can't get this thing going next weekend. Start driving her again. Sounds good, don't you? Can't believe all the tires are still holding there and everything. Pretty good old truck. 200 and some thousand miles on it, 271. That's just the ones that counted. Let's see here. $271,620 miles. That's just the ones that counted. Shut this little thing off here. Yeah, she's kind of torn apart. We robbed the radio out of it to put it in the Ranger, and I knew it was electrical issue. I thought it was electrical issues, but so I tore the dash out of it. Was chasing what I thought was electrical gremlin. Turned out to be a failed fuel pump, but I didn't have a pressure tester at the time. Surprisingly, it's keeping up with the pressures. It has like 40 psi fuel pressure when you turn the key on and you start it up. It keeps 35, but it just doesn't have enough volume to keep it running good. It's actually running really lean, is why it's popping back through the intake, which isn't real good for it. And if you put any kind of load on it, it just falls flat on its face. So yeah, we're gonna put a fuel pump in this thing. Get her rocking and rolling. Normally, now I don't know if you guys seen this or not. See, these Fords, they usually have two fuel tanks. So you would normally have to replace both pumps if, you know, if they were both weak. This one doesn't have a front fuel tank. I took it out. Less parts. I didn't want to have to replace 2 fuel pumps at a time. I just got one. So that eliminates about $400 worth of parts. Well, about $200 worth of parts, because the fuel pump's about 200 bucks. But replacing 2 would be about $400 or $500. Fuck that. Just run one tank, you know. But the old girl started. I'm actually impressed because it pretty much fired right up. But yeah, I'll get some more video when we get further along on this thing. I'll show you how to take the bed off of it and all that, because it's easier to do that than try to drop the fuel tanks on these things. It's like 4 bolts, well 6 bolts or something like that. Pull the bed off of it. But you can see the bed's full of shit. I'm gonna have to get all that shit out of there, but no big deal. We'll probably just find a 2x4 or something, prop the back of the bed up, because the fuel tank's just under this back part here. No big deal. I can show you from the bottom side actually. See, there's your fuel tank, and this is why it's easier just to fucking pull the bed. Look at that rust. I mean, this thing's a lot nicer than the Ranger was. Of course, it lived most of its life down south, and I actually washed this sumbitch, so it's not too bad. What's that leak right there? What the hell is that? Transmission fluid. I bet that came from the bed. Alright. But yeah, the old girl still kicking. We're going to put 350,000 miles on this thing, I guarantee you. Because it won't die. Alright, well, this is Jonesy. Thank y'all for watching. If you hadn't subscribed, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.